So what made you decide to make this move into politics?
Okay, so
Here
there were many factors. It definitely happened during COVID. I had a lot of free time during COVID, and I was on social media a lot. I was doing a top 10 list just to kind of amuse myself and amuse other people, keep everyone lighthearted. But I saw so many people complaining about the government and about everything. And I've always been a strong believer, if you're going to complain about something, then come up with a solution or do something about it. So when I got to the point where I was frustrated and I felt like I needed to complain about something, instead of complaining about it, I was like, nope, I'm going to run and I'm going to actually help make these changes. So this came from a place of, if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. So.
Yeah. A man of action.
A man of action, all the way.
So then what do you love most about your ward? We got to talk about that.
Okay, so little known fact, I lived in Ward 4 for years with a roommate named Joe Nero, and at the time we both worked in bars, and we probably had some of the best times of our lives in Ward 4.
So I know people are going to ask us a lot, where is Ward 4?
Okay, Ward 4 is from Ottawa Street to the Red Hill Valley and from the Bay to the edge of the escarpment. And then later on, I used to go to the So Hungry Food Truck Festival, and almost 10 years ago, I was at that festival with my daughter, and I found this little empty storefront, and the lady who used to rent it, she died, and she was a little bit of a hoarder, so this place was just full of junk and dead rats, and like, we found a dead cat in there. It was like, it was horrible. So I rented this place and I spent 2 months cleaning it out and painting it and renovating it. And that was the home of our very first location. So Ward 4 has a lot of fond memories for me.
I remember that location. I got this shirt from that location.
Yeah.
Ryan used to work there. I think
Yes,
he was working
he did.
when I went to
Yes.
Ottawa Street. I love it.
Little known fact about that location, it was haunted.
It was.
I never stayed there past 8 o'clock.
It's the spirit of the dead cat.
Oh, God.
That's it.
And so what are your goals with this campaign, obviously, aside from winning?
Okay, so for me, in everything I do, my goal is always to be myself. So my goal with this campaign is to be as open, as honest, and as transparent as I can. And I actually love talking to people. I love engaging with people. So I'm really looking forward to knocking on doors, getting out there, meeting all the people in Ward 4, and just finding out what the issues are. I hate when politicians tell you what you need or what they're going to do. That's not the way it should be. I'm going to ask them what they need and what they want done, and then kind of like figure it out. What is the number one thing on that list? And that's the issues we're going to tackle. So I'm going to find out from them what they want, and then we're going to work on that.
Yeah, I think you got a big job ahead of you, but
That's a great approach.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
the other thing. I always tell people this. I am so competitive when it comes to work.
Good.
Like, if you get up at 6, I'm getting up at 5. If you get up at 5, I'm getting up at 4. If you stop working at 8, I'm not going to stop till 9. So no one's going to outwork me. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Outworking people is like my only superpower. That's it. That's all I have. So
You're always going.
I love
Ever
it.
since I've known you, you've always go.
The engine doesn't stop.
How much coffee do you drink?
I don't drink coffee
that's why.
or anything like that.
It's natural.
No, my dad was that weird guy that would get up at 4 a.m. and water the lawn. And as a kid, I was like, what is wrong with him? And now I'm that guy. I'm up at 4 a.m. answering emails. People get up at like 8 or 9. They're like, why is there a reply at 4 a.m.?
That's it. That 4 a.m. lawn watering, though, that can't be underestimated. That's the secret, actually. You probably have the nicest lawn on the street. My neighbor used to do that, too.
Very Italian in-laws. That's
So green.
So I inherited that get up early gene, and I'm a morning person, man. Like, first thing in the morning, you know how some people, they start at like 60 and they slowly work their way up to 100 by noon?
Yeah.
I start at 100. And then as the day goes on, I kind of like fade a little bit. Like, I start out, and my daughter hates it because she's not a morning person. So I've learned that I have to like slowly like rub her back and like bring her into my morning world. Because in the old days, I used to just turn the lights on and she's like, God!
My wife's like that too. Like I get up and I'm like, go, and she'll just be getting up,
Yeah.
and then I'll be talking. I
Yeah.
can see that she's just struggling. She has her coffee and she's probably wishing like, would you just shut up? Would you?
Yeah. It's not something you can learn to be. You just
Yeah.
are.
You
You're
have
not-
it or
are.
you don't.
I
Like
feel
some
like I'm
people
like that
stay up
too.
all night, right?
Yeah.
It's just whatever type of person you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's certain things on your platform that you're running on that you're like, hoping to
Okay,
hit.
so I have an amazing campaign manager. I have an amazing team. We're waiting to roll out our campaign platform, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Here's why: when you roll out your campaign platform early, every political pundit or person on social media, they start picking it apart. So I'm going to just roll it out slowly and deliberately so that as it comes out and there are issues with it or whatever, we can address those as it happens. If I just spewed
Smart.
it out right now, there would be like 20 people like, oh, he's an idiot, blah, 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 blah.
That's just social media, my God.
Yeah.
The
So they're just
comments,
waiting
yeah.
to take you apart, so I'm just going to give them a little bit at a
Yeah.
time. Just
Especially
like,
when people have access to their information right in their hands all
yeah,
the time now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So you're going to wait for it.
Oh,
That's it. We'll release it. Hey, we already got the first interview, so this is amazing.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna have to get you to sign my shirt
Oh.
after or something. That's
Yeah.
it.
I think I can't wait for the debates because I'm a huge wrestling fan. So,
Yeah.
at every debate, I'm going to start the debates by asking the other candidates, "What's your name?" And when they go to answer, I'm be like, "I don't care.
Oh my
Nobody cares what your name is."
I love it. For people that don't know, I actually wrestled pre-COVID. I used to wrestle at Hamilton Pro Wrestling, which I think in the future we might actually do an episode down there.
yeah.
We're gonna
You
put her. In,
gotta
convince me,
we're gonna put her in some elbow pads and a helmet.
Okay,
Get her bouncing around.
So here's the thing. I love being the grassroots guy, like talking to people on the street, like people that come in the store. You'd be shocked how many people are fans of the grassroots wrestling
know.
movement. They love it. Like, I was just talking to a guy today. He's like, oh, me and my girlfriend were in Toronto last weekend and we missed the event in the Hamilton. I was so upset about it. Like, it's a good time. Like, it's just everyone's there having a great time and they're so into it. And
The energy's amazing.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
when I first started, I thought, okay, at first I didn't want to really tell people
Yeah.
because I thought, oh, they're going to think I'm weird.
Yeah.
But then I started telling people and everybody's reaction was like, that's
Yeah.
really cool. When can I come? Can I come to an event?
Yeah.
And then you're right, it's a fun time.
Another little known story, I hosted a Ticats game, finished hosting, I think in the third quarter, and I ran over to see one of Justin's matches
Did you
because I
really?
didn't want to miss it.
I love that. See? Friendship right there.
Yeah.
Taking